Times students made their teachers cry. This 7th grade teacher had kind of big teeth, and the students would always make fun of her behind her back for it. Well, one day in class, everyone was passing around notes, making jokes about her and her teeth, calling her the horse teeth teacher. Well, she noticed the notes being passed around, and this is what happened. Excuse me, no passing notes in class. Let me see it. Thank you. Now let's see what's so important. This is absolutely unacceptable. Making fun of me and my teeth. Do you think this makes me feel good? Do you think I don't know my teeth are a little different? I'm done. You guys can teach yourselves the rest of the class. I'm done. Crazy things teachers did. This teacher said he has a thing he does whenever he loses control of his class. He grabs a stapler and says, "Anyone want to put a staple in my hand? The physical pain would be nothing compared to how I feel right now, when all I want to do is help you guys reach your full potential, but you don't care." Somebody then usually doubts his seriousness and says, "Yeah, I'll put a staple in your hand." That's when he walks up to their desk, puts the stapler down, and puts his hand down and says, "Do it." The students usually give a nervous giggle and they pretend to do it, but they never do. Well, one day he did this little stunt again, and a student was like, "Yes, mister, I'll put a staple in your hand." He brings a stapler over, puts his hand down, and the student actually staples his hand. He didn't freak out or anything. He calmly looked at his hand, asked, "Did that really happen?" Pulled the staple out while blood trickled down, and he said, "Are we done? Can I go back to teaching now?" All the students were completely shocked. The kid that did it felt so bad that he stapled his own hand at the end of class. Business ideas that backfired. This is Matthew Carpenter, and some years ago he had an idea and he started a business. His business allowed people to send their enemies envelopes filled with glitter and a note. And as you all know, glitter makes a huge mess and is very hard to clean up. Customers would visit his website, pay $10, and then they can send this envelope full of glitter to anyone, anywhere in the world. Just 24 hours after he launched the website, business was absolutely frickin' booming. He received thousands of orders right away. All this traffic caused the website to crash multiple times that day. He tried his best to fulfill all the orders, and he made absolute bank. But he was starting to get incredibly frustrated and stressed out. First of all, he couldn't keep up with all these orders. Second of all, he had to be the one filling the envelopes with glitter, so his entire house was a mess. He eventually shut down the business, but still, like I said, the man made bank. Dumbest things people got in trouble for at school. When this girl was 11 years old, she loved pink lemonade, and her school had vending machines that sold pink lemonade for $1.50. Well, she didn't like spending that much money, so she had an idea. She started buying and bringing a bunch of pink lemonade powder packets to school, so all she has to do when she wants lemonade is mix it with water. Well, right away, the vice principal called her to the office and accused her of selling drugs. She's like, "I'm not selling drugs, this is just pink lemonade powder." But he kept insisting that she was using and selling drugs. And she kept telling him, "Hey man, just smell it. You'll know it's pink lemonade." But he wouldn't do that. He suspended her for 3 days and sent the pink lemonade to a lab for testing. Obviously, the powder was not drugs. People who were legends in their high school. When this guy was in high school, the mascot was a bulldog. Well, one day, this kid was driving around doing donuts in the high school parking lot when he accidentally ran into the statue of the bulldog. The crash knocked the bulldog off its platform, and this kid freaked out. "Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god." He looked around and nobody saw what happened, so he got out of his car, picked up the bulldog, and shoved it into his trunk. He then drove to a bridge and tossed the bulldog into the water, disposing of the evidence. "I'm so sorry." He never told anybody about this. It was a huge deal at the school with an entire investigation. It wasn't until 15 years later when he was having beers with his brother that he confessed. His brother was amazed that he was able to keep this secret for this long. People who were legends in their high school. There was this one teacher at this one high school that never let anybody use the bathroom, no matter how many times they asked. There was this one girl in class who hated this teacher, and the teacher hated her. Every day, she would always ask if she could use the bathroom, and the teacher said no. Well, on the last day of school, this girl was in this teacher's class. She asked the teacher twice if she could use the bathroom, and the teacher said no. This is what happened when she asked for the third time. "Miss, can I please use the bathroom? I really have to go." "I swear to God, if you ask me one more time, no, you may not." "Okay, fine. But just remember, You did this. The girl then stood up, stared at the teacher, and peed her pants. She got in big trouble, but she went home and told her parents about this, and her father was a urologist. Her father called the school, and this teacher got into huge trouble. Black markets kids ran in their schools, a follower submission. When this kid was in middle school, he ran a business where he would find out where people's bullies lived. He charged kids $20. Once he got the money, he would stalk their bully, eventually finding out the bully's address. He would then give the address to the customer who paid him. And this is where things get interesting. There was another group of kids, these big dudes, who nobody messed with. Those dudes and our dude were working together. Once a customer got the address of their bully, they had the option to go to these guys and pay them more money to go to the bully's house and threaten the bully. They would basically tell the bully, yo, if you don't stop messing with this person, we will come back here and beat the crap out of you. And 9 times out of 10, the bully would stop messing with that person. Business was always booming for these guys. But they were eventually caught, shut down, and got into a bunch of trouble because, they were stalking people and going to their house. In total, they made about $500. My favorite comebacks. Let's just dive right in. No, bro, no, you're so wrong. Mr. Beast is definitely packing. You want to know someone who's definitely not packing? Kyle. Hey, Kyle. Yes, Chad? I bet yours is the size of a Tic Tac. Oh, is that right? Yeah, dude. Oh, so that's why your mom's breath is always minty fresh. Take that back, bro. You take that back right now. People who were legends in their high school. The wrestling team at this one high school would hang out in the bathrooms every day during lunch. Hey man, great practice today. Hey, you too, bro. You wrecked Johnny in that last match. But every day there was also another kid that would hang out in the bathroom during lunch. And all he did in the bathroom was eat his lunch in there. The wrestling team started to befriend this kid. The team liked him. Well, one day, the wrestling team was at the movies. They were seeing Superbad. When the character McLovin first appeared on the scene, this is what happened. Yo, bro. McLovin looks just like Kyle from the bathroom. And the next day, when the team saw this kid in the hallway, hey, what's up, McLovin? I'll see you during lunch. McLovin, I like it. The nickname McLovin caught on. Hey, McLovin, what up, man?
Hey, what's good, McLovin?
Hi, McLovin. And when this kid was a senior, they were announcing the prom king. And this year's prom king is McLovin. Teachers who definitely shouldn't be teaching. One day in elementary school, this kid who used a hearing aid was sitting in class. And this is what happened. So what do you guys think? Who has an answer? Jackson, how about you? I'm sorry. Oh, what was the question again? How are you gonna have a hearing aid and still not listen to me when I talk? I don't know, I just didn't hear the question. I'm sorry. Well, since you're not listening to me anyways, I'm just gonna take this, okay? Please don't. I can't hear without it. You can have this back when you learn to listen. Hey, yo, Jackson, you good, man? Jackson? Kyle, he can't hear you. Times kids gave the best comebacks in school. This one happened during the lockdown when everyone was taking classes on Zoom. This kid was at his house in Zoom class when he got up to get a glass of water. This is what happened next. Kyle, where did you go? What? Sorry, I can't hear you. What'd you say? Why did you get up and leave? Where did you go? I went to get a glass of water. Next time, ask me, please. That is incredibly disrespectful to me and the rest of the class for you to just leave. Excuse me? Stop talking, okay? This is a warning. How is this bitch gonna tell me I can't get water in my own house? I beg your pardon? Is your mom home? Bring her on screen right now. Okay. Hey, Mom, come here. Yeah, what's up? Mr. Stevens just yelled at me for getting a glass of water. What? How is this bitch gonna tell you can't get water in your own house? That's exactly what I said. I'm sorry. Black markets kids ran in their schools. 7 years ago at this one high school, there were black markets for everything. Candy, chips, soda, cell phones, iPods, you name it. But the crazy thing is, one kid ran every single one of those businesses. His name was Pablo. He was a mysterious kid, but anytime anybody wanted something, they would go to Pablo. Hey, you're Pablo, right? What do you need? I was told you might have the answers for Mrs. Smith's chemistry test later today. Oh, the 8th period chemistry test? Hold on, let me see. $25. Everyone at school was always so amazed that Pablo had literally everything. So some kids started to challenge him. Hey, yo, Pablo, what do you need? I really want a toaster. Like a toaster for toast? Yeah, like for toast or Pop-Tarts. Alright, bet. Meet me after lunch. And after lunch, hey, Pablo! Bro, keep your voice down, man. I'm running a business here. Did you get it? Did I get it? One toaster, man. Hey, $25. Black markets kids ran in their schools. When this kid was in middle school, he would make these things all the time. They were called paper wasps. These folded pieces of paper you put in a rubber band and you shoot them at people. Well, this kid would occasionally sneak up on his friends and attack them with his paper wasps. And yes, they hurt very bad. But nobody ever got back at him because for some reason, his paper wasps were far superior than anybody else's. So this kid got an idea. He started making tons and tons of paper wasps. His secret in making his paper wasps was using the right amount of paper. And after it was done and folded, he would staple the tip. The staple was used solely to increase pain on impact. Well, business was absolutely booming. The kid was pretty much an arms dealer at his school. Eventually, because of his business, full-blown battles were happening throughout the school day every single day. He was eventually shut down, but in total, he made over $400. Black markets kids ran in their schools. This one high school had something called homework passes. The teachers would get them from the principal at the beginning of the year, and kids could use them to have one free pass on a homework assignment or one full day delay on a project. These passes were super intense too. If anyone ever tried to copy them, a void message would appear on the copy. Well, these teachers at the beginning of the year would pretty much pass these out to anyone paying attention in class. The market was flooded. Everyone had homework passes. Well, this kid had an idea. He started buying people's homework passes for $2, and he managed to buy a ton of them. Then he would wait. He would wait till the end of the quarter. That's when every class had very large projects and reports due, and that's when he would sell these homework passes back to students. He sold them for $35 each, and everyone bought them because everyone wanted an extra day to get their reports done. This kid was a genius. In total, he made over $1,000. That's amazing.